Good morning, welcome to Kakaaki Social. I am Ohimaya Maize. This is the segment of the show where we spotlight the issues that shape conversations in the Nigerian social media. The multi-million-dollar scandal involving the governor of Kano State, Abdullahi Ganduje, resurfaced yesterday in the Nigerian social media as the publisher of the Nigerian Daily, the online newspaper that released the videos that showed the governor purportedly receiving several dollar notes as a contract bribe, testified before the Kano State House of Assembly yesterday. That issue dominated quite a lot of the conversations we saw in the Nigerian social media yesterday. Jafar, the publisher of the Nigerian Daily, who released those videos, met the Kano State House of Assembly yesterday, and he testified that the videos are actually authentic. Governor Umar Ganduje's bribery videos, not doctored. Daily Nigerian publisher Jafar tells Kano Assembly. This issue was reported widely yesterday by the Nigerian media, and it also generated quite a lot of comments. We'll take a look at those comments shortly. Jafar, publisher of Daily Nigerian newspaper, has insisted that the videos which showed Abdullahi Ganduje, governor of Kano State, receiving bribe are authentic. Speaking when he appeared before a Kano House of Assembly investigative panel on Thursday, Jafar said the videos were not doctored. This issue was trending yesterday, and shortly after his appearance, just while even his appearance was going on at the Kano State House of Assembly, we saw this report also. Students protest as Jafar testifies against Ganduje over bribery allegations. School pupils, young school children, probably less than 18 years old, were on the streets of Kano yesterday protesting over what we are not really sure they even know what they were protesting about. You can see these kids with placards. Jafar, your video will not stop us from voting Ganduje. These are probably less than 18 years old, as you can see them. Gadi SPS, Jafar is a great liar. These are placards that we saw yesterday that are featured into the social media, photographs of those kids protesting. Ganduje is a great leader. You can see all these images. And then, of course, from Twitter user Modibo10, we saw this short video. He said, Kano on fire. Some students demonstrate inside the metropolitan, I think, main city of Kano, saying that we are with the governor, Ganduje. And in other hands, some people are saying we don't want him, let's kill the corruption. So let's take a look at this short video, which equally buttresses the fact that, as you can see in that video, young school children came out yesterday in Kano to protest.
This is the view of a Kano State student. They have been saying that they are not with the governor of Kano State. It will really happen in the suburb. These are the youth students that they have been saying that the Africa cannot be saying about the thing.
You can see those school children. Do they even know what they're protesting about? We don't even know about. There's been a flood of reactions on the social media about this matter. From Igala King tweeting at I am Ilemona, the Kano State government is using school children to protest against Jafar, the journalist who released the videos of Ganduje collecting bribes. Let's take a look at more reactions from Nafizi. From underage voters to child protesters, the children of Kano State has been subject of systematic abuse and misuse by the state governor. There is no place for child abuse in Nigeria's democracy. Ganduje, stop abusing Kano children. Hashtag Ganduje Gate. And from Ahmad Wakili Donwax tweeting, said Ganduje is grooming Kano primary school children to be political thugs. This is dangerous for Nigeria's democracy. It's indeed pathetic and worrisome. These minors are supposed to be in school now. Hashtag Ganduje Gate. Hashtag Ganduje must resign. Let's take a look at more reactions from Nigerians. From Anthony DBA tweeting at Igutasha. People's children are being used to protest for Ganduje, whose children are attending some of the best schools in other parts of the world. How come Ganduje's children are not the ones protesting? I hope we will learn not to be used by these politicians for their selfish gains or reasons, I think he meant to say there. And from this Twitter user, Dadiata, we saw this Twitter, Fatima Ganduje isn't spotted raising placards in solidarity with Gandolas, but underage school kids were forced out of their classes into the streets to show their support. Ganduje, Alayaisa, from that Twitter user, we saw that tweet. And of course, from Jibrin Ibrahim, hashtag Ganduje Gate. It's disgusting to see Governor Ganduje of Kano State pull out hundreds of primary school pupils in Kano to protest against Jafar, the journalist that exposed to the world how he collects bribes. It is scandalous, wicked, and unacceptable to engage in child abuse. From Jibrin, we saw that tweet, and from Aziza Oko, we saw this tweet. This photo of pupils forced to perform as protesters in defense of caught-on-camera bribe-collecting Kano Governor Ganduje confirms the use of child voters in the northern state. This is another angle to the story we saw yesterday. And of course, yesterday as well, President Muhammadu Buhari commissioned the international terminal of the Port Harcourt airport, and that also generated some commentary in the social media yesterday. Twitter user Simeon Wankaudu shared a video of that development with us. He said, commissioning of Port Harcourt International Airport Terminal. Buhari and Wike placed development ahead of politics. Let's take a look at that short video and the comments that followed yesterday. Quite commendable. It's a very interesting thing to see President Buhari and any of the PDP governors in that kind of atmosphere that we just saw. And then President Buhari tweeted yesterday, said, today I commissioned the new international terminal of the Port Harcourt Airport, a significant landmark for international air travelers, not just from the South-South region, but also the entire country. We will continue to upgrade Nigeria's transport and power infrastructure. This tweet generated a lot of comments. Right under that tweet, Nigerians were reacting. From Mortgage, we saw this tweet. People are hungry. Rice is now almost 20k per bag. I know you don't read comments because ordinary media chat in Nigeria, you don't do. I just want to lay it out there. That's from that Twitter user. And then from Etebudi one, we saw this tweet. Thank you, our amiable Presido. May your kingdom continue to reign. They can only hate, but definitely can't bring you down. It's better we borrow for infrastructure than to borrow and reloot. Apparently commended the president there. And from Yes Milo, we saw this tweet. You don't need to talk too much, Baba. The projects will speak for you. We will celebrate your achievements like no other. Nigeria is on the right track with Baba. We saw these Twitter users were tweeting, and then more comments on that tweet yesterday from Joe Akogun. PMB till 2023, you are unstoppable, like a Porsche with no brakes. You are invincible. Yeah, you completed every single project they abandoned. We have so powerful confidence in you. We know say you go make us proud. A lot of accolades to President Buhari there, but also we saw these comments. Godben Tech Media tweeting said, man, it wasn't your idea. It was initiated by the Jonathan regime. Even the funding was provided before you resumed office. These are comments from Nigerians. And then from Mark Frenzy OC, or Tokwala Mark Frenzy tweeting, I don't understand. This terminal building was completed during Goodluck Jonathan's time, but not furnished. Even Amechi confirmed it in 2016 on a radio program in PH. Only God knows why you people use politics to delay it till now. Well done, sir, but please, Aba PH Road is no-go area. Come and repair. From Twitter users down, from Paul Ibechole, Ibechole Amadi tweeting at Paul Ibechole's tweeting said, why did you wait till months to the election to do so? How about the roads to the airport? These game leaders play with citizens must stop. Come on, Paul, cut the president some slack. At least he has commissioned it. That's what matters. And of course, the PDP reacted yesterday. We built Port Harcourt Airport. PDP tells Buhari. The PDP is telling President Buhari, Ogbeni Parkway. We are the ones that built this airport. And let's take a look at excerpt from the statement they released yesterday, which was also on their official Twitter handle. President Buhari's theatrical commissioning of the terminal built by the PDP administration is another failed media stunt to create a false impression that Mr. President is performing, even when he made no contribution whatsoever towards the execution of the project. And then, in still part of that statement, we know that President Buhari is eager to stuff up his false performance claims ahead of election, but doing so with the achievements of others is the height of desperation and deceit, which has already become repugnant to majority of Nigerians and the international community. The PDP is reacting angrily up to what we saw yesterday, telling the president that this was not your project. We started this and completed it. And of course, a Twitter user, Paul Lutho, said, Oga PDP, it is not every time press statement. Think outside the box for once. Take a full-page newspaper advert and a 60 seconds TV advert and congratulate GEJ for this laudable project. Free advice. Well, which is secondus. Call our Lobody and we hope you are watching. This is an advice to you. Take a full-page ad on newspaper, 60 seconds on TV, and congratulate Jonathan for the airport. Now we move on to this very sad issue, justice for Chanya, which has been trending on the Nigerian social media. The little girl you are seeing in this picture was just 13, and it was reported that before she died recently, she had been serially molested and abused by her uncle and the son. This issue is quite touching, very terrible issue that has generated a lot of concern and condemnation in the social media. 13-year-old girl dies after being allegedly raped by father and son in Benue. After falling terribly ill earlier this year that she couldn't walk, she eventually died of vesico-vaginal fistula. As you can see the images there, that is the uncle who is alleged to have also raped her, and the son. They serially carried this out for a period of about 5 years, from the time she was 9 years old up till she was 13. It's very touching, very crazy, condemnable, despicable act. On October 18, 2018, 13-year-old Ochanya Elizabeth Ogbaje succumbed to her gruesome 5-year sexual abuse and died of vesico-vaginal fistula, VVF, and other health complications at the Benue State University of Teaching Hospital, Makurdi. According to multiple reports, she had been allegedly molested, defiled, drugged, and abused for 5 years by her 52-year-old uncle, Andrew Ogbuja, a lecturer in the Department of Catering and Hotel Management of the Benue State Polytechnic, Ugbokolo, and his son, Victor Ogbuja. He is currently in detention. That's the uncle who has been also charged to court. Yesterday also, we saw this development. Rights activists demand justice for 13-year-old raped to death by her father and son. We saw activists yesterday in the streets of Abuja protesting at the Unity Fountain, calling for justice on this matter. Let's take a look at some tweets that we saw yesterday from this development that has attracted a lot of emotional reactions from a lot of Nigerians. Let's take a look. Okay, we'll take a look at excerpts from that report. Some human rights activists and students have staged a peaceful protest in Abuja to demand justice for late Ochanya Ochiga, a 13-year-old girl who was allegedly raped by a man and his son in Boko. Of course, these are images from that protest. Let's take a look at a tweet from one of those who was at the protest yesterday, from Indi Kato, tweeting at Yakafanchan. Justice for Ochanya, justice for Ochanya. We are out here in front of the Ministry of Justice for Ochanya, who was repeatedly raped by Andrew Ogbuja and his son Victor Ogbuja. We are demanding that both rapists be prosecuted and sentenced accordingly. She also added a video. Let's take a look at that short video.
To follow justice, we have decided. To follow justice, we have decided. To follow justice, no turning back, no turning back. Justice! Justice!
Justice for Chanya. And from Reggie Henry, we saw this tweet. Justice for Chanya. It is so unfortunate that this man was released from police custody through bail and has not been rearrested upon the demise of our dear daughter. No girl child should suffer the same fate as Ochanya. We demand justice. And from Funjosh Ogundeji tweeting, this is really bad. The young girl went through hell till she passed away. The most painful aspect of it all is that the culprit might be set free because of our bad judicial system. Hashtag justice for Ochanya. And from Collins Uma tweeting said, Ochanya, the little girl raped to death by her 51-year-old guardian and his son, got a street named after her today. It will serve as a memorial to the rapist family to always remind them of this evil. This is in the Otukbo local government area. A street has been named after the 13-year-old girl who died after complications of sexual harassment and molestation. And of course, from Facebook user Ifin Oyegbule, we saw this post. Ochanya must not die in vain. Please, if you're in Lagos, kindly join our walk for 13-year-old Ochanya, who was sexually molested through her anus and her vagina by her uncle and his son from age 9 till she died at 13. There are 1 million Ochanyas out there, and this madness needs to stop. Really, this madness needs to stop. If you're in Lagos today, as you can see from the message that has been shared, there's a walk today in Lagos. Citizens Unite for Ochanya today, Friday, October 26th from 7 a.m. at the NUJ Press Center beside ShopRite, Ikeja, Lagos. And the dress code is black. You can join that walk in solidarity with what we have seen on this matter. And now we move on to, well, the Wizkid fever. Wizkid released a brand new video, of course, yesterday, 2 days ago, that was trending. And then music lovers have managed to drag the video into the conversation. We saw this tweet that went viral from BC96. You better choose one sickness now and let's go shoot our own video. They've taken fever, whether it's tuberculosis or malaria, typhoid or something. Choose one, make we shoot video. This is Davido talking to his girlfriend, Chioma. So Davido and Chioma, hopefully we're going to see a brand new video from you guys that looks as entertaining as the one we saw between Wizkid and Tiwa Savage. This is where we wrap it up this morning on Kakaaki Social. Follow the conversation on all our various social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Kakaaki Social. I am Ohimaya Amaize. Kakaaki Social returns again Monday next week at 8 a.m. Handing you over back now to Sally and Shola as their conversations on the political desk continues.